What's good, YouTube? It's funny that you can get life lesson from random moment. So like about a week ago, I made a content, not on YouTube though. I made this one content for IG and TikTok, basically asking about where are in this list where are in my country. And in the content, I was wearing skinny jeans. And it reminded me of the time when I was really into skinny jeans, even though I don't really have the build for them. Cause I was gifted with under thighs since I was born. I think I got it from my mom. And you know what? It's funny to think that it took me a while to realize that my build, my physique, just doesn't really look good in skinny jeans. It was kind of hard for me to let go at that time because I was so into skinny archive and avant-garde aesthetic. I cannot accept the fact that I just don't have the build for it. From that, I realized that fashion made me learn about acceptance, about letting go, about leaving your desire behind, about accepting reality and moving on for your own good. Now, let me tell you a little bit about my fashion journey. It all started out when I was in college. I was trying to do a self-improvement. I was on a diet to get myself skinny. And I was also looking to dress better. I used to wear band merch, but I just want to look better. So I found out about r/streetwear on Reddit. And that's where I fell in love with streetwear. Hypebeast was the trend at that time, and I kinda get caught in it. But then, I discovered BAQ. And they changed the course of my fashion interest. I learned about Rick Owens, Raf Simons, Helmut Lang, and many other designers. The whole archive fashion. And at the same time, I discovered other channels, such as Sanjeev, Vernon Durangel, Who is Yakov, Owen Hyatt with no longer blonde hair, and I start getting into archive fashion. I love the look, the style, the history, but I was in college, I don't have any job at that time, so I never really consumed them. I'm just appreciating the whole thing from afar. As you know, those archive items were hella expensive. And even if I had a job, I wouldn't even be able to afford them. Because my country's currency totally sucks. Long story short, I finally got a job. I was earning okay, I guess. And I finally able to cop something. Then I start looking into online thrift shops. A lot of Japanese brands which I love. But I'm kinda still into that skinny archive avant-garde silhouette. I was also into Haider Ackerman, which is known to have a pretty skinny silhouette and a very high price tag. Back then, I was pretty skinny though. I was about 56 kilo at that time. My ribcage was visible. So I started buying some slim items. But then I found out that these slim items doesn't look that good on me. Even though I was skinny, I realized that being skinny is not enough. You gotta also have a fitting body type. Having genetically big thighs, I just cannot fit into it. I had to accept reality. Also, I just don't like the way how I look when skinny. Then I remember about a quote by Rick Owens, where he said, working out is modern couture. Anyway, I start working out, I start bulking, gain weight, and as time goes on, I start to fall in love with 2000s fashion. With brands like Dolce Gabbana, D Squared, Diesel. When I was buying stuff from online thrift shops, I kept seeing these brands and they're pretty affordable. And more importantly, their style fits me more. And that kinda helped me move on from this whole skinny archive and avant-garde aesthetic. And from my fashion journey, I guess I learned about knowing the difference between what you want and what you need, or what's good for you. I want those skinny archive avant-garde items, but I don't have the body type for it. I had to accept the fact that I cannot get what I want. It forced me to move on, having to look out for something that I could actually wear and afford. Until I finally settled with early 2000s fashion. And I'm actually glad that it all happened because it actually helps me with my life. It helps me move on from past mistakes, knowing what I cannot change, what I can change, and I'm sure it can help your life too. And you can also find a middle ground if it's possible. Yes, I settled with early 2000s fashion, but I actually still kinda like archive and vanguard fashion. It's just that I'm only drawing inspiration from the subtle details and the baggier silhouettes. I found the middle ground between my desire and need. My fashion journey also teach me about looking for alternatives. It made me realize how kinda pointless the idea of holy grails are. Like, if you're dreaming about being able to buy something, I think it's better for us to move that energy into dreaming about having a better well-being instead of dreaming about materialistic thing. I mean, I don't know, I just think it's healthier. So let's start thinking more about our well-being and less on materialistic things. You don't need that your home jacket, bro. You gotta eat. And you know what? It's okay to buy alternatives. If you don't have the money for it, don't force it. And if you want to buy fake items, at least be honest about it. But I think it's better for you to just find alternatives instead. Stop being obsessed too much with certain items. And lastly, learn about your body. You gotta accept the fact that there are things that you can wear and cannot wear. Find out about what fits you the most. Write down some items that just doesn't fit you. Discover other styles that might fit you more. Or maybe go on a diet and exercise to fit your desired style. Look, all I'm trying to say is that find out about what's best for your budget and body. So, yeah, that's it. That's a life lesson I got from fashion. Oh, and I'm sorry if I haven't uploaded any long form content these past few weeks. I was struggling to find a better way to produce my content, especially the long form one. But I think I kind of finally figured out how to produce long form content efficiently. Before you go, please don't forget to hit a like, subscribe, and don't be afraid to drop a comment. Do also follow my socials. That's it, till next time.